continue along live here at Jones Hill House at the University of Maryland as Maryland football gets ready for their season opener 1 week from Saturday against Florida Atlantic. And a new face on the team this year at the University of Maryland, transferred in from the University of Tennessee. He is a wide receiver. His name is Kaleb Webb, and he has stopped by to hang out with us this morning here on GCR, or this afternoon. I don't know where we are time-wise. It's close. Kaleb, it's Glenn. It's great to meet you, man. Thank you for coming over and hanging out with us.
I appreciate y'all having me.
Kaleb, I think the first question that everybody would ask would be, why, right? Like, and I'm sure you got that from some people in your life. You're in the SEC. You're at the highest level of college football. You're getting some opportunities. You end up at a place like Maryland that you're not from here, right? Like, there isn't the obvious, like, oh, right, this makes sense. He's coming home. Why Maryland? How is this the place that you ended up choosing?
First, I would say Maryland. Coach Locks did a great job when recruited me out of the portal. I liked what he stood for as far as just coming in and having an opportunity to compete, like regardless what age or how he sees you fit into the team, you have a chance to come out here and prove it every day. And he says, like, every practice is a show and every show is a practice. So you get to prove yourself. So that was intriguing to me. And then seeing what Ty Felton and KP did last year, I felt like I could step in that role and kind of just do the same thing, if not better.
You're alluding to, and I think it goes even beyond those two guys, Maryland, in a way, has become sort of this, like, low-key wide receiver over the
course.
years, right? Like, dating back to, even before Stephon, Torrey Smith, and Stephon and DJ Moore, and to your point about Caden Prather and Ty Felton last year, is that something that is noticed throughout college? Like, when you were down in Tennessee, it's like, man, how do they keep having wide receivers up at the University of Maryland?
I would just say, like, everybody keeps up with football throughout the season, so you see Ty I think he led the nation, or he was top 3 in the nation for a while. So, and then I feel like that's just a constant trend, like, over the years. Like, they always have someone competing in yards or receptions. So that's intriguing to a receiver. Like, you want the ball, you want the ability to make plays.
I understand that. That's the way it works. You can't play receiver without being a guy that demands the ball, right? Yeah. Okay, can we ask this, and you understand I'm not trying to offend you. Do you have to be, like, and maybe diva is the wrong word, to play receiver, do you have to have some sort of, like, ego of some sort? It feels like it requires that in order to succeed at the position.
In a sense, I would say, like, I feel like as a coordinator or a quarterback, you would want your receiver to kind of demand the ball, in a sense. Like, I think I can win my one-on-ones, or I think I can get open on this. So it just gives, like, it's a certain confidence that you need a receiver. But also, like, with that, that you have to play for your other teammates as well. You can't just demand the ball, but you have to be willing to block for your teammates, and just kind of, if you have to run a decoy route, like, just be able to make yourself available for them. So
we just asked Levan this same question. Are you a trash talker? Like, we haven't had a chance to see you yet here. Are you will you be willing to jaw with guys?
I'm really quiet. I'm more of a, like, when I score, I like to celebrate.
Okay.
But I'm not much of a talker, but if somebody gets talking to me,
you'll give it back?
Yeah, I give it back for sure.
Okay, because I have talked to a lot of football players about this over the years, and I know guys that played for the Ravens over the years that would literally study things in order to be prepared to trash talk. Do you go that deep, or is it just more like generic in-game type of trash talk?
I have before that in high school, but
like, you knew things about the guys that was going to be defending you.
Of course, like, back in I went to McKeachern High School in Georgia, and our rival was Hillgrove. So, I'm digging up anything I can on Hillgrove, just so when we see them, I'm prepared. So.
You would call over, like, did their girl cheat on him with somebody? Like, I need to be able to bring it up.
I'm getting all the tea, man, all that.
I genuinely love that. It's one of my favorite things in the world.
Yeah.
We're chatting with Kaleb Webb, Maryland wide receiver, here on GCR. Kaleb, I would assume that in part of those conversations with Coach Locksley, role and opportunity is something that has to come up. How comfortable did you feel like there was a role for you, an opportunity for you to be heavily involved in this offense?
With Ty and KP leaving, I knew they were losing a lot of production. And then, like, Ak was coming back, and Punch, and I knew we were getting Farouk out the portal, so I knew I was gonna. I feel like when you have competition in the receiver room, it elevates your play. So I was embracing the competition, and I was really just like looking at all that, and like I feel like I could fit in perfectly. Like it's enough touches to go around for everybody to eat. Honestly,
Did you have to deal with, like, again, between being from Georgia and being at Tennessee, did you have friends who were like, dude, isn't this a step down for you? Did you have to, like, address that with them and say, explain to them why, no, what you think is not true at all?
Mhm.
Like, this is where I want to be.
Yeah. I definitely got those questions. Like, of course, like they're gonna say you left a 10-2 playoff team,
Yeah.
but honestly, I was doing what was best for me, and honestly, in today's day and age, like anybody can compete. Honestly, that's what you're seeing like throughout all of college football. Like with Indiana making
It's a great point, right?
the college football playoffs. So, I honestly just came here looking to bring some form of leadership and hoping us achieve that next level.
How do you do that without knowing the guys previous? Like, I don't know how many. Football's still a small world. I'm sure you knew some of these guys a little bit, but not having been here, what does that look like for you as you come in as a veteran, wanting to be a leader, but maybe not knowing the guys the same way? How do you take on those roles?
Honestly, I feel I just come in and be me. Honestly, like I handle my things, hold people accountable, and even me not knowing them, I feel like they'll respect me enough just to follow on board if that makes sense. So
you played in a lot of big games. Like you've been through the. How much does that help? Like, do they recognize that experience matters? That you know what it's like to play under the brightest light?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I get questions from my teammates all the time, like how it was playing in certain games, such as like the Bamas, the Georgias, and honestly, just give them anything I can, especially the younger guys if they need help, because I know it can be shell shocking, just being thrown in the action. So I'll just try to give them any pointers I can.
What's the biggest culture shock coming to this part of the country or Maryland? Like, what's the biggest thing that you're used to that we don't do here, or that we do here, and you're like, yo, I didn't know anything about that? You are staring at a dude who's literally wearing the state flag on his button-down shirt today. So, like, we are a little bit different.
I do see the state flag everywhere, and
we are weirdos.
It's no really, Waffle Houses in Maryland.
Like, there's a couple, but there are not many. Yeah. There are not many, man.
Yeah.
We've talked about this, but so you know, like Waffle House is how you know how bad a hurricane. There's like a hurricane going on right now. Waffle House is how you know how bad a hurricane is, because Waffle House never closes. So if Waffle House closes, yo, you got to get out of town. Like, it's time. What is your go-to? Our friend Kevin Brown, who's the Orioles play-by-play voice, made a Waffle House reference on a home run call recently. He said he smothered and covered the baseball.
Smothered and covered,
yeah. What's the play for you, hash brown wise, when you go to the Waffle House?
Honestly, just go like basic. I just regular crispy hash brown, and I kind of decorate the ketchup on the hash brown.
You and my 8-year-old get along really well. Like, you and have the exact same patterns for the Waffle House. You don't do anything? You don't do anything fun?
Oh, no, I just go Waffle House. I'm getting the All-Star Special scrambled with cheese, get bacon, get grits, get a hash brown as well, and then get a waffle.
All right, I dig it. You are obviously watching these three quarterbacks and having the ball thrown this way. And I'm not trying to, tell me which one. I'm not doing that. Tell me a little bit about all three of them. What's something that we should know about all three? Because we don't know which one it's going to be that's going to be playing next week. What's something that you've learned about all three quarterbacks at this point?
It's an interesting battle between them, because usually I feel like when people they're battling for a position, it also can like jealousy can come into play, and animosity and all that. But I feel like they all like gel together. They all help each other. Like Kmart, he's not really a vocal leader, but he kind of just leads by example, just doing the right things.
He's Christian.
Yeah.
Right.
And then you have Justin. He's coming in. He's new, so I felt like at first he was a little bit reserved, but once he got comfortable with everything, he started being more of a vocal leader, and kind of just with his veteran presence, kind of showing everybody else how to be a pro, like taking care of your body off the field, and just putting in that extra work in the playbook and in the weight room just to make sure you have the best performance. And then Malik, he honestly shocked me, for for a young guy coming in and just being able to handle his business off rip. Like, a lot of young guys, they have to go through like a learning curve almost. But
it's really amazing. I've known Malik for a little while, right? Like, it really is amazing to me how he just does not seem. He seems like he's 25.
Yeah, like it didn't even seem like he was a freshman. That's what I'm saying. It was so surprising, and then seeing him out here compete on the field. I don't know. He just had a different aura about him, especially as a freshman. Like the way he carried himself and the confidence he had, and he just wasn't afraid to make mistakes as well. So I appreciate him on that.
I appreciate that. Just another minute or two here with Kaleb Webb, who is, of course, wide receiver, transferred in from Tennessee to the University of Maryland.
Yeah, so we talked about the Maryland flag. You just want to admit that it's the helmets is the real reason that you transferred to Maryland. that was the big reason.
I do want them to bring the old helmets back. I love those with the flag.
We could.
Yeah, those.
It gets personal because people love the script. They love the script Terps on the helmets around here. And I am like, dude, we have the greatest flag that's ever been existed in history. That's
a beautiful flag.
Perfection.
Yeah.
I want nothing other than that at all times on everything. It's a very selfish thing for me because like so many people there's an old school feeling to wearing those script Terp helmets, and so people love them. But man, I don't know, dude. That flag, man.
Yeah, the flag looked beautiful on the helmet.
Have you started collecting flag gear yet? Have we gotten you to that point?
Not yet,
all
but
right. We're gonna change that.
Yeah,
We're gonna change that. That's gonna happen, Kaleb. I promise. Did I read right that you were a journalism major?
Yes.
Tell me about like where the interest came for that. Is this something that one day down the road after your playing career you'd like to do something like this?
Of course. I feel like for me, I picked journalism just because I want to go into sports journalism, sports broadcasting, anything in that realm. So. Like sports has changed my life, and it's been like a part of my DNA since I was 5. So I feel like it would be only right to go in a career where I'm following and getting to talk to like fellow athletes just from a relation perspective.
What do you think we get wrong most? What do you think? Now you get a chance to critique us because we love to critique. Like we have any idea what we're talking about, and we love to critique you guys. Like, he didn't run the right route. And like we have any idea what the playbook says. Yeah. What do we get wrong? What do we not do right?
I wouldn't say like
you don't have to be nice.
Yeah, it's anything major,
okay.
But
I know you can kick my ass. I know.
I would say probably just not knowing the big picture. Honestly, just from like a scheme standpoint, or like what the defense presented to us. Like I think it's just hard from outside looking in to fully understand the entire picture, because sometimes I mean it's obvious, like some people can't see like that obviously wasn't right, but understanding the full picture, I feel like that's kind of where things can get like discombobulated.
Have you already tried? Have you like hosted a podcast or anything? Have you done any? Like, have you started moving down this road at all?
I did something when I was at Tennessee through the Players Lounge. With
cool.
One of my other teammates, but like since I've been up here, I just kind of been focused on ball with the new area.
Ingratiating yourself, that makes all the sense in the world, man, and that's the part that matters. Why is this team going to surprise people this year?
I would say just the culture we have. I feel like all the time, like winning football games, it's not all about the talent aspect of it, but if you have people you can depend on and people who can play for one another without being selfish, I feel like that ultimately will beat talent any day of the week. So just the bond we have, seeing people get along outside of football, I feel like that brings us closer together and allows each other to play for each other. And then you have Ted coming in as well as Pep. They just brought like a new.
Like I feel like that part of it people don't even think about. Like Pep has accomplished so many things. In this sport, like, did you know a lot about Pep before you got connected with him? Did you know like Andrew Luck and all of that?
I didn't. I just knew. I played with Joe, and he coached Joe when he was at Michigan.
Okay.
So before I really just stacked some time here, I had talked to Joe about him, and he said he loved him and the energy he brought every day. So I kind of had high expectations before I even had a conversation with Pep for real. So.
What's he like?
He's funny in a weird way. Like,
okay.
It's like he has a serious approach, like a professional approach to the game, making sure we kind of take care of things like just showing up to like meals and handling things outside of football, but also making sure we're not just treating this like it's another thing almost. Like this is your job and this is something that can change you and your family's life, and he preaches that to us. So I think it just brings it more importance at the end of the day.
That's cool,
so
man. That's very
I
cool.
love that.
Caleb, where are you on? So go ahead.
Yeah. Being in the SEC, what's the toughest place that you had to play in, or even the college football playoff at Ohio State? What was the toughest place you had to play in?
Can I say Neyland?
Honestly,
Neyland. If I didn't play in there as a opponent, but
yeah.
I mean, being on the sidelines during when our defense was out there was literally insane. So I'll probably say that, and then Bama's right, right behind them.
I mean,
yeah,
that whole thing. Caleb, where are you on social media? Where can Maryland fans be giving you a follow?
You can follow me on Instagram, KA1EBWEBB.
And, of course, that's Caleb with a K, Kaleb Webb. Really great to meet you, man. Looking forward to seeing what you're going to do this year at the University of Maryland. Thank you for hanging out with us, spending some time.
I appreciate y'all.